Hey, there we are on Brunch with Brian today. Good morning. Happy to be here with you. Had a great morning already this morning. Hope you're having a great morning. I want to talk about a couple of things today. We talked about preparation on Teaching Tuesdays. I like to touch on that on Thursday because I don't have Brunch with Brian on Wednesday, so I like to revisit that. And hopefully you were part of that. That's so important. Preparation in several areas. Like I talked about physical preparation, kind of having your office set up correct and being, just physically ready to do it, to do the business, phone, computer, that kind of thing. Then business setup, having your LLC all set up, getting your marketing in place, setting up your business, putting your social media together. At least having a website. I like it if you ideally at least have a website and Facebook. Facebook is where a lot of students or a lot of sellers and buyers will find you, or even if they find you through other sources, sometimes they'll go check you out on Facebook if they know you have a Facebook account. So I would say try to get, in terms of preparation, Facebook account and LinkedIn as well. LinkedIn's very easy to do. Just make sure you have the right bio on all your social media. And that means saying what? That means saying, come on, girl. That means saying you've got, in your bio, you got to say, I buy and sell houses all around the area. I want you to avoid the word investor because it has negative connotation for a lot of people. And, whatever real estate credibility you have, but you buy and sell houses all around the area is the main point there. So just preparing for success, getting your business all ready, and then preparing for customer contact, which means role playing the scripts. And that's such an important part. Role playing those scripts is really a difference maker. It gives you confidence and it gives you a higher degree of phone skills. What's so important in this business, guys, it's so much a phone business. If you're great on the phone, you're going to be great at this business. So how do you get great on the phone? Role play. You start with great scripts, which you'll have all the great scripts in the what to say system. And then and you don't have to write these scripts. I mean, listen, I didn't start with great scripts. I started with lousy scripts. But over the years, we've created the best script system ever created for real estate investing. I have no hesitation about saying that. Remember, I worked in Hollywood for 7 years writing screenplays, so I had the perfect background for this. So stick to the scripts. One of my secrets to success, actually my 3 keys to success, and I like to repeat these because they're so important. Stick to the steps, stick to the scripts, and stick to your schedule. So sticking to the steps means that you're sticking to the steps in the what to do manual. Sticking to the scripts means you're sticking to the scripts in the what to say manual. And sticking to your schedule means you're laying out what you need to do in advance, to stick to your schedule. So I wanted to just touch on that, get prepared for success. One of my favorite sayings, and write this down, be prepared to be successful. See, it has a double meaning. Be prepared to be successful, like get ready to make a lot of money, but also be prepared to be successful. When you're prepared, that leads to success. So it's got a double meaning. Write that one down. That's a good affirmation. Be prepared to be successful. So you are prepared and you're going to be successful. Basically, if you have the tools and the training, if you've got the scripts and you've got the steps, that's obviously your most important preparation. But you got to do your basic business stuff, like having, it would be good if you had a web page, and it would be good, if you had Facebook and LinkedIn and that type of thing as well. So if you don't have that stuff, don't let it hesitate you, but get going on that stuff. Don't make anything let you stop making your phone calls. The phone calls are the most important part. And preparation for phone calls. Remember, anytime you're getting ready to make phone calls, what's your prep? You're going to have your scripts right there. Usually you're going to have the seller financing closing call script sitting in front of you, plus whatever opening call sheet was filled out with information, whether you did it or someone else did it. And you're also going to have what important form? I harp on this because it's so important. You can have the closing call prep sheet. The closing call prep sheet, and you're going to fill that out a little bit before you get on the closing call. It says prep sheet, not report, like you're after it's done and you're making a report. No, this is before you make the call. You do a prep sheet and you pick out a couple of different options you think the seller's going to like. It even has a line for sellers hot buttons and what all kinds of different things that you might expect, like objections and that. Also, it's good if you have your objection answers there. If you want to really be great on the phone, have the tablet. Remember, we have that preloaded script tablet. It has all of our scripts on it, and it has a whole section for the objection answers. So if you really want to be totally prepared, you'd have your tablet there, and no matter what question they say, you just press that question and the answer pops up. So that's a good way. That's an extra way to even be more prepared. A lot of you guys who got our what to say and what to do system in the last couple of years, the tablet was included, the loaded script tablet. And then this is a really nice little tablet to bring out on appointments. You can actually kind of look at it like you're looking at your phone, and you can actually read the deal meeting script off of it. So some of our students actually bring their little tablet into the deal meeting with them because it looks like kind of a big phone, and they can look at it and sort of get cheat notes off of it. So that's one thing. Now remember, the deal meeting is the only time you're not going to have the script just sitting right there where you can read it, unless it's a virtual deal meeting. If it's a virtual deal meeting, you're talking to someone 1,000 miles away. Remember, we buy a lot of houses in Detroit and in Indiana, Kentucky, different areas. Obviously we're in Arizona. So we do deals at a distance. And if you're doing a deal meeting and they're showing you their house on a phone, through virtual chat, you can actually sit there and read the script because they can't tell you're reading. It looks like you're looking at them because you're looking down like this. So the camera's here. So I'm not looking at the camera. I'm looking down here and I'm talking to them. But a lot of people do that. If you look at people doing video chats, that's a good little tip, actually, a good little tidbit. Look in the camera when you're talking to people on video chat. Your tendency is to want to look at their face. And this is kind of tough because you want to see their face because you want to read their reactions to what you're saying. And yet you want to look them straight in the eye to develop that rapport and develop that trust. So it's kind of a tricky thing. Sometimes you can look down and look at them, but when you're talking, mostly look back up, so that you're looking at them. And then when they're talking, maybe you can get away with looking down more, but I kind of look back and forth, up and down. But if you got your whole script there, if you're doing a deal meeting at a distance, you can have your whole script down here and just be reading the script, and they can't tell you're reading. They just think you're looking at them. So remember that one. But deal meetings are the one things in terms of preparation that you can't just kind of read your script over and role play it but know it's going to be there. This one is one that I don't want you to worry about having to memorize it, but read it over real well. There isn't that much to it, but it does cover the whole part where you're going through the covering the documents. So it says exactly what you're supposed to say when you're going through the purchase and sale agreement. So that would really be a good one to role play a couple of times before you go out to some real seller's house. That's going to really build your confidence, and confidence is so important in the beginning. In fact, that's how you grow your confidence. You prepare through more education and more role playing. So I really want to hit that point today. Let me say one other thing. It's a World Day of Gratitude today. So that's one emotion that I try to really cling to, because, let's face it, life sometimes stinks. Life isn't always going your way, and you got a rotten day and you're stressed about this or that, or you're worried about something, and you got to kind of take your positive emotions where you can take them. And so I want you to try to be as positive as you can. That's why I talk about affirmations all the time. And one of the things one of the emotions that always helps me when I'm kind of grouchy is I think of gratitude, of being grateful. So just think of all of your blessings in your life. And in fact, when I do a mood check, if I'm kind of real busy during a day and then I got a minute and I take a breath and I go, let me get a little drink of water and let me think for a second. And you kind of do a mood check. You say, am I in a good mood? Is my day going well? And obviously we always want to be in a positive, good mood. Normally, if you're productive, productivity alone will put you in a positive mood. So if you feel like you're making progress on your goals, that's the one thing. Now and the opposite is also true. If you don't feel like you're making progress on your goals, it's frustrating and kind of depressing. So that's why you want to feel like you're making progress on your goals. You're putting in that effort. You're sticking to your schedule, like I always talk about. And so you're really making a big difference through that application of sticking to your schedule and putting in those hours. That's going to make you feel better, and more positive. But anytime you're doing that mood check, this is a little phrase I want you to write down: undercurrent of love and gratitude. Undercurrent of love and gratitude. All right. Now, I used to live my life. I had a lot of PTSD, man. I had some rough times. Oh, so I harken back to some tough times, and I sometimes get in the wrong mindset. And one thing that really helps me is if I think this is just an affirmation I use. I say, there's in my life, there's an undercurrent of love and gratitude. So I feel a lot of love. There's people that love me. There's a lot of love in my life. It's always flowing, kind of as an undercurrent. Whatever's going on the surface, there's an undercurrent under the surface of love and gratitude going on. And so, but I have to feel gratitude. And so I count my blessings. That's one thing I really like to do, is count my blessings. So whenever I hear that word gratitude, kind of lights me up. I always try to seize on being grateful. So that's a big recommendation for me. Anytime you're not feeling your best, or you're feeling grouchy, or things aren't going your way, you're having not the best day, just think of that little affirmation: I live my life with an undercurrent of love and gratitude. There's a lot of love in the world, and you can create love. Remember, be the change that you want to see in the world. And so if you want more love in your life, show more love. Write a beautiful little love note to your lover, your spouse. Call your a loved one, a son, daughter, cousin, brother, sister, mom, dad. Call them up and tell them how much you love them. Put more love in your life. So let's add love, and then always be grateful, because grateful, you can't be miserable, and you can't be, comparing and thinking all the wrong ways. We try to stay away from comparing all the time, and there's criticizing and complaining. So those are your three things, the three C's I like to avoid. Okay, comparing, criticizing, and complaining. Instead of complaining, what do? Compliment. It's got the same first five letters. So if you're thinking of a complaint, why, something's going wrong, switch that up and think of a compliment. Okay, so it's compliments instead of complaints. And then, of course, we've got, we don't want to criticize others. And actually, compliments work good for that too. If you're in the mood and you're criticizing, if you're being self-critical, and I'm pretty self-critical, I try to give myself a compliment, or give somebody else a compliment. Try to give yourself some compliments today. That could really be significant. It puts you in a whole different mindset. So look for great compliments that you can give yourself today on your production, what you're doing, how much you're getting done, and the quality of your work. You're getting good work done. So that's great. So let's have an undercurrent of love and gratitude in our lives. And whenever you do a mood check, instead of saying, oh, I feel kind of lousy today, just think that affirmation: undercurrent of love and gratitude. And, obviously love is a great positive emotion, and gratitude is as well. So I really want you to live in a life of positive emotion. I got a lot of love for these little babies, Mars and Saturn. They got a nice haircut, so they look cuter now. Yes, they're my little cute babies. So love spending this time with you guys. Good morning, Robert. Always great to see you. And Caleb, always great to see you. Hey to you. Good morning, Tony. Oh, you use Chat GPT, who help you with the bio, and it is strong. Oh, okay, guys, if you're starting to use these AI programs, Chat GPT, that's awesome. Hey, Tony, send me your bio. I want to read it. Okay, guys, your bio is always important. Good morning, Lee. Great to see you on this special Thursday. Nick, hey, great to see you. Is there, okay, now if you thought that event, I'm really glad you brought that up, Nick. Remember, we were going to do that event tomorrow, and if you didn't get word, that was rescheduled for October 28th. Okay, two things happened. We had a big baby shower unexpectedly for our very first grandbaby coming on the way. So, and then we also, a lot of you had requested that we do it on a Saturday. So, not everybody is free on a Friday. So we wanted to accede to those requests and give you guys who have missed our last couple of Taking Action workshops a chance to be there, because some of you just can't get away on Friday. So make sure you write that down, October 28th. So it's in about a month, and this is where we're going to go over developing your realtor network. If you have more questions about that and you want to get going on that realtor network prior, I will get on the phone with you personally and talk to you about it. So, Mark or Nick, if you want to call the office at 888-RICH now and leave your information, you can always call 888-RICH now or go to support, leave an email at support@thewolfcouple.com. Okay, so if you want any more information on the realtor event prior to, we're not just talking about realtors now. We're talking about a lot of other things, including what's going on in the current market, the best way to make money right now, and your mindset as well. So several things we're going to cover there. Okay, so it's great to see everybody. Thanks, and have a great day. To Robert as well, have a great day where you're feeling love and gratitude today. So let's just say that one, undercurrent of love and gratitude. Let's have that be our affirmation for today. I'm grateful for the little puppies. Okay, undercurrent of love and gratitude is our affirmation. 3 times we say it on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Undercurrent of love and gratitude. Undercurrent of love and gratitude. Undercurrent of love and gratitude. Sorry, I kind of messed that up. Hope you got that. So that's a good one. Remember, that's just anytime you're doing kind of a mood check throughout your day, that's a good little affirmation to think. Think of some other really positive, motivating affirmations for yourself beyond that one. That one really keys me and gets me on the right mindset. So, but there's plenty of ones that work great for you too. So always think about your affirmations. Now, we always like to do our deep breathing. Sometimes when I'm sitting down, it's not as easy, but nice deep breath in. This always gets Willow going. Yes, little big baby. Yeah, you just love that. Yes, Willow's a good baby. Okay, exhale. Okay, inhale. Deep, and exhale. One more. Inhale. Hold it a little bit and exhale. Okay, not the best deep breathing session ever. I'm getting disrupted here. But love you guys. I'm going to see you tomorrow. Remember, every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, we're here. And Tuesday, I'm usually an hour earlier, but usually on all the other days, this is the right time to be here live with me and make comments, because I love to have you guys comment. Now, obviously, if you miss it in the morning, check it out later. Awesome motivation and great tips here on these incredible Brunch with Brians. So until I see you tomorrow, keep expecting success, getting awesome training, and doing what? Yes, taking action. Willow saying bye.